Welcome back. So it's time now to tell you the story of someone we choose to call a golden boy. He's increasingly getting that tag to stick. Let's welcome Mohammed Haruna Hamza, an aerospace engineer who joins us via Zoom from South Korea. Hello, Mohammed. It's good to see you. Welcome to the Morning Brief.
Hello. Thank you for having me. And I'm very pleased to be here with you today.
How are you doing?
I'm doing very good. In fact, I'm very excited.
And we're excited to have you as well. So let's start from the very beginning, before you became an aerospace engineer. Tell us your story of displacement and what happened before the displacement.
Okay, so I was born in a small, in a local government area of Yobe State called Potiskum, to a family of 8 children, and I was the 7th. And I was pretty much from a very decent family. My dad used to be a primary school teacher, but after furthering his education, he rose to be a lecturer and also a librarian at the College of Administrative and Business Studies in Yobe State. While my mom, until her retirement, she rose from being a primary school teacher to the headmistress. So my beginning was pretty much very decent and quiet. Until the start of the religious extremism that started between 1994 to 2004 in Potiskum area, where we saw many churches, schools, and many people killed in those insurgency. So as a student at that time in primary school, I used to attend a missionary school that was located in the premises of a church. So we saw our school, threatened and our lives being threatened. And my elder brother, who at that time had gotten employed into a company in Lagos State, came down in 2008 for his wedding. And upon deliberation with his wife, they decided that, in order to give me a chance at life and also to pursue my dreams, having seen my hard work and all that, decided that it would be best if I follow them to Lagos to enroll in a secondary school there. So upon moving down to Lagos, just a few months after, the official Boko Haram insurgency, which we know of today, fully came into limelight, seeing a lot of people, including my family, getting displaced. And my family literally had to abandon everything at an instant. All our, properties, jobs, and everything. And the only place and refuge we had at that time was my brother's house, who at that time was based in Lagos State. So all my family, the whole 8 of us, including my parents, all flew to Lagos. And after some, few deliberations, my dad thought it's impossible and not sustainable for us to be there since there was nothing to do. And all of us had to abandon my siblings had to abandon their schools and move to that side. So after some time, my dad and my mom had to move down to Jos Plateau State, where they were able to rent a house, and that is where they've been based until the present day. And I and my younger sister had to remain in Lagos under the supervision and mentorship of my elder brother, who toiled day and night to work and earn money and send us to secondary school. So I finished my secondary school from Air Force Comprehensive School at Ibadan, after which I briefly got admitted into University of Nigeria in Nsukka. While being there, I had a clear vision and a clear dream to become an aerospace engineer. But due to the lack of opportunities in Nigeria, most especially in the field of aerospace engineering, I sought to looking outside for scholarships. And in 2016, I was selected by the South Korean government among a pool of thousands of applicants to pursue my degree in aerospace engineering under a fully funded scholarship in South Korea. And due to my excellent record, they were able to expand that scholarship from just not only undergraduate study, but also towards master's degree and currently to PhD level.
Wow, so you're doing your PhD as we speak?
Yes, I am currently enrolled in a PhD program, a fully funded PhD program in South Korea here.
Oh, wow. That's quite an inspiring story from where you're coming from. So before we let you go, are you planning to come back to Nigeria to contribute, or you want to give it to South Korea for a bit before you come back? Let's be clear.
Of course. Like I'm always patriotic about my country and where I'm from. I feel like, you know, I've gotten to a place where even though I give credit to South Korea for believing in my talent, but I also give credit to Nigeria and the Nigerian system for instilling in me the morals and the drive and the passion for, you know, to never give up and, you know, be where I am today. So I intend to go back to Nigeria and to work side by side with both the Nigerian Air Force, because my research field right now in aerospace has to do with surveillance, remote sensing from space, satellite development, and also, like, you know, drones, technology, and all that. So I intend to go and apply my own national quota to the contribution and development of Nigerian aerospace industry, and also to be inspiration to people like me.
And just before we let you go, there's still a big concern about insecurity, particularly in Nigeria's northwest, about radicalism and somehow the increasing recruitment into Boko Haram. What would you say to, to the young people who are in Nigeria's north right now, about their dreams, or those who are being tempted to become radicalized?
So one thing I would say is there is a lot of negative stereotype towards the Nigerian government by the youth, and that leads them to give up because they lack the hope in their dreams. So what I would like to tell them is to never give up. If there seems not to be hope back home, they should always think of opportunities in several places. For example, I owe my credit and to the fact that I was able to move down south side towards Lagos, Ibadan to study. So they should never give up. We should always strive to look for another opportunity, because we will always be left with this choice in life to succeed. So they should look up to people who have strived to be better. In my life, I've had my brother who I always looked up to. So the youth should never give up, but strive to always be better and always cling to an optimum of hope.
All right. Thank you so much, Mohammed Aruna. And by the way, you're also the first African to deliver a commencement speech at your graduation, I believe, in South Korea.
Yes, that is right. It was an incredible moment, a moment of pride where I could reflect and, hold the Nigerian flag so high. Everywhere, everybody here in South Korea is so amazed by that, and because of that, Nigeria, I believe, is now on the map here in Asia.
All right. Thank you so much, Mohammed Haruna Hamza, aerospace engineer, who joins us today via Zoom from South Korea. We'll continue to tell your story.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for having me.
All right, guys, so let's get to the other leg of the conversation before we wrap up the show. And that has to do with what you're saying, with the video emerging showing the Nigerian Fenifere youth leader begging for some money as ransom, given that he's in the hands of kidnappers. This is coming from Papi London, who is reacting to this particular story. So I can imagine how traumatizing this experience must be for the young man and his family. God, I beg you. So that's the thoughts of Nigerians as far as that is concerned. We wish we had time to show you that video. Bukola.
This next one is from Ijaya, who says, the video is depressing. The police should do something about this. He must be rescued alive.
That is the only option, actually. He has to be rescued. Frederick Omoyo says the terrorists recorded the video, posted it on social media, and the security agencies could not track the SIM card registration. Was the registration on route? Even with registration, it ought to be tracked. That's a big question. We've had this conversation over and again. Former Minister of Communication and all of that. But I understand that's the much we can take as far as the trends, what you're saying on social media. But don't forget to keep them coming as much as possible. We'll amplify your thoughts on our WhatsApp page, on our WhatsApp number, messages and videos only. But you can post on X. CTV Morning Brief is the hashtag. Thank you so much for your time and company. I'm Jeffrey Uzama. Bye-bye.
And the week is still young, is unfolding. We'll be back again tomorrow. But don't forget, Sunrise Daily is up next. Stay with Channels Television. I am Bukola Koka.
Bye-bye.